Hello, so I think I've decided to move towards just doing a quick little chat about, each day about kind of how I'm doing and such, and rather than doing each individual food videoing, because ends up being quite tricky for me to do that sometimes, and then it ends up being a bit bitty. So I've decided to do one video and that I don't have to piece together, and then as soon as I've done the video I can then just upload. I might change, but right now it's all quite busy, and I mean, I know my life is quite busy anyway, but it's I'm trying to find ways in which I can streamline, and I don't want to stop doing YouTube because it's an incredibly helpful tool to keep me on plan and keep me on path, and so I'd like to continue doing it, but I just need to find a better and easier way to carry on doing it. So today is a Monday, bank holiday. My partner's gone up to the town because we were doing an event, a Children's Day event, and my partner is, because obviously we run the music shop in town, we're doing my partner's running the music for it, you know, sort of sorting out the bands and such. So I've got the kids at the moment, and then I'm going to go up to take them to the event from 12 till 4. So I have to now be prepared to make a picnic, because I need to be able to keep on plan. Today I weigh 10 stone 8 pounds, which I'm alright with in a way. I felt quite big over the last couple of days, but that's all, my bloat's all gone down again now, so I feel a bit trimmer, and I'm fitting into my linen trousers, which I was a bit worried about because I thought the summer's arrived and I can't fit into my linen trousers, but I've got my t-shirt on, and this t-shirt's a bit mucky, for some reason it's got some stains on it, so Jane Day sent me a lovely top, like a fat face floaty t-shirt top, so I'm going to wear that in a bit after, but I just thought I'd just have a t-shirt on for now, but then just because it's a bit, I don't know what sort of muck's ended up on it, but that's the trouble with white t-shirts, isn't it? They end up just getting mucky. So I have a plan of action that I'm going to take some fruit with me, and I'm also going to make a couscous snack. I'll just see if I've got a bowl already. Well, I should have a blue one out here somewhere. Have I used both of them in here? I might have used both of them in here actually. Yeah, I've used both of my containers. What have I got there? I don't know what this one is. That's half an avocado in that one. And I've got some spaghetti to use up in that one. I think that one's got a bit of cheese in it, so, or the leftover kids stuff. So I'll probably use the one with the avocado in it. So I'm going to make a quick bit of couscous. Couscous seems to work quite well with any old thing put in it. So I've got these strawberries that are a little bit, they're going a little bit, to be honest with you. They're a little bit past their best. They're not actually got any mould on them yet. So I think I've caught them just right. But I do need to chop them up, really, rather than just eat them, because they're not the tastiest of strawberries. So I think I might cut them up and put them in the couscous. That was quite nice last time. I do enjoy a bit of fruit in my couscous. And I think I made a decision that I'm going to always have fruit. I think one of the things I realised I do is I don't eat the fruit that I think other people will want to eat, just in case they want to eat it and I've already eaten it. So I think I have a bit of a fear over eating stuff that somebody then later will tell me that they wanted to eat, and then I feel bad because I've eaten it. So I'm going to try and stop that and eat all the fruit I want to eat, and just keep topping up the fruit bowl. I think that's our new plan for both me and my partner, want to make sure that because the fruit bowl is full, because we struggle sometimes at the end of the week because we don't have enough fruit in the house, and then because both of us use it now in our breakfasts, and then you feel like you can't, I don't know, fruit just is a really useful thing to have in the house, because you can add it to stuff and you can eat it as a snack, and it's a really helpful thing to have. So I'm going to do that. I've also been doing pretty well with my hot drinks. I went to my partner's mum's yesterday and I didn't have any hot drinks. We had it as a ginger cordial, so I was very much over my sins yesterday, I would think, but it's very hard to keep to your sins when going over someone's house. But I was happy because I didn't have any hot drinks, and normally I normally drink coffee, so seemed to kind of get away with that. And I think for me, one of the things now is coping with the hot drink situation, so I'm happy with that. And I've been drinking more water naturally, and that's been working well for me. So I'm going to make some couscous. I will just put the kettle on and make the couscous. Put a bit more water in there. There, I'll plug it in, that'll help, won't it? So, I've got half an avocado in here, which I might use then with my couscous. Sounds like the DVD might have finished. So, I'm going to cut my daughter's hair as well next. So I'll see how far I get on with this. But if I have to cut it short, then I will stop and upload instead. Oh, do I have enough couscous left? Why not have couscous? The plan very nearly foiled there. Got last little scraps of couscous. Only a little bit, but I shall bulk it out thoroughly. I really have got to put more couscous in there. So all I'm going to do is just shove some couscous in there, and I'm going to top it up with just a little bit of water. There's not going to be a lot of couscous in there, but in a way it's kind of good because then it will be mostly fruit and veg. I will do the avocado. So I think it was 10 sins. No, not 10 sins. It was I'm chopping the strawberries a bit ahead of schedule already. I won't do the couscous first, but the avocado is 1 sin per 10 grams. So I'm just going to weigh the avocado, and then I'll chop it into the couscous when that's soaked up all the water. I'm just going to peel the outer casing off of the avocado. I'm very conscious that I need to make sure that there's fats in every single meal I eat, because I do struggle otherwise with feeling satiated. Just going to pop the stone out. There it is. Kettle's done, but I have to wait for it to settle down. My dad bought me a little descaler unit in there, which is like a little sacrificial thing that just sits in there to eat up their lime scale. So that helps having minimal lime scale in. So I'm just going to put a little bit of water in here. So all I do with the couscous water is just put enough just so it covers the couscous ever so slightly, and then that'll be fine. And then I'll just put the lid on, and that'll just soak it all up. Put the lid on. And I'm also going to make sure I add in some lemon juice, because a lemon juice and salt and pepper, because couscous can be a little bland. So I've got some strawberry. I cut some strawberry into it, and they're going to cut some avocado into it. It's quite funny really, because my dad used to, when I was younger, my dad used to put all sorts of crazy concoctions together, and I really didn't like it. It's quite funny as I'm getting older. That's exactly what I'm doing now. I think it must be related to what you feel, you know, what you feel comforting with, and I think probably as you get older and you spend less and less times with your parents, that you end up emulating what they did as a way of feeling familiar and comforting. But it's quite funny, yeah. My dad, all sorts of things. I think as a young person as well, I didn't used to like nuts or anything like that. I could eat cashew nuts, but I didn't like macadamia nuts, or it all tasted slightly mouldy to me. But now I enjoy nuts ever so much, especially Brazil nuts, which I used to hate. Okay, so I've just chopped up a bit of strawberries. Let's see how the couscous is getting on. Doesn't take long to absorb. Yeah, that's all absorbed up now. Just takes a few seconds really. I'm just going to give it a little stir through. And then I'm just going to start dumping the stuff in. So I've got the couscous, so I'm just going to put the just chopped up some strawberries. I'm going to chop up some also the couscous and strawberries tasted a bit like a strawberry cake or something like that, which was quite nice really, because I know you can make kind of fake couscous cake, so I suppose it must be similar, but it's quite a good way of having that, but without having to do the tweaking. So I've just peeled the avocado and destoned it. I'm just going to cut it up. I haven't weighed it yet, so I'll just make sure I weigh that, so I've no idea otherwise how much is going to go in there. That is 47 grams, so about, shall we say 50 grams, so that'll be about 5 sins, which I think will be a good level. I don't think I'll end up eating anything else particularly, because again, I'm not particularly I don't like eating in public. That's really something I'm not naturally inclined to do, so I'm more likely to eat what I've done. My problem is when I get back, then I feel like, because I've missed out on everything, then I want to eat everything in sight and all the naughty things that I can get my hand on, which is why I don't have stuff that I don't choose to eat in the house really. So I think 5 sins for my avocado will be good. I've got strawberry and avocado in there at the moment, and I think I would like some cucumber. I can find it. And some little tomatoes. Although I might keep those tomatoes for my daughter. There we are. Because I've also got to make a picnic for them, although they might have something when they're there. But my daughter is, I think she doesn't really like breaded goods, so she probably wouldn't want a hot dog or anything like that. She probably would want more of a snack bowl of things to eat. She likes fruit and vegetables more than anything else, so it's a good idea to encourage her with that. But she doesn't really like a lot of carbohydrate. But she has been interested in pita bread, so I won't make sure she's got a little bit of pita bread. She doesn't normally like kind of bread or anything like that. But just chopped up some cucumber, and I'm aware now I don't have a lot of protein in. I've got some fats, I've got some nice light foods in there, but I don't have a lot of protein, so it won't fill me up very much. I'm tempted to put some chickpeas in. That might be quite nice. A tin of chickpeas. Yeah, I think I'll go for some chickpeas. Sort of like a hummusy type of fare then, isn't it? With lemon and such. I don't know if I'll fit the whole tin in, but I'll have a go. if I want to eat it slowly, I can. If I want to eat it over a bit of time, also I can. Could just have a little bit of here and there. I've lost my spoon. Oh, there it is. Lost my stirring spoon. Might cheat, in fact, and just put the lid on and give it a little shake instead of trying to stir it. It'll be there forever otherwise. Little shake up. Just going to give it a little smell. See what I think. Not too bad. I think it definitely needs its lemon juice. Just going to put some lemon juice on there. And I'm going to put some salt and pepper on there, I think. Because they're chickpeas are quite bland as well, aren't they? They just need a little something just to help them out a little bit. I think that'll do me. So I've made some sort of weird concoction there. But I think that'll be nice and filling. So it's couscous, avocado, chickpeas, lemon, salt, pepper, strawberries, cucumber, and took some cherry tomatoes with me in a little pot. I'm sure my daughter would like to eat those. Okay, take that with me. But I think that's my main thing done then. For breakfast I had a two pieces of wholemeal toast, and I had peanut butter on them. 4.5 sins of my peanut butter, so that'll be sort of 9.5 sins of my avocado a day. I've had one healthy extra with my bread there, and I'll probably save my other healthy extra for later if I want some nuts, because I've got some fats there with my avocado. And on my piece of toast I had one Marmite peanut butter and one Marmite banana and one peanut butter and mandarins and tangerine and pear. And I will probably try and make sure I have a little snack before I go. We've got lots of watermelon to eat, so I'll probably have a watermelon with some other things, although I might take the watermelon with us because it might be quite nice to have out and about. But I will need to make sure the kids have had something to eat before we go, because they're kids and need to constantly feed them every waking moment because they're always hungry. So I'm just going to dry my hands. I will stop here and I will upload this, and I will see you again tomorrow.